service that is always improving. They are trying. They are constantly seeking to do new things to upgrade the service.
They try to assist in every way they can, you know, whatever business you're here about, they try their best to assist you in every way they can.
Over the years, there has been significant improvements, because I remember the days when you're doing an application to just do a simple transfer. It would take you approximately 6 weeks to get it done, and you have an express service now which allows you to get it within 3 days. So in that respect, I've seen some significant and dramatic improvements, and I'm pretty pleased with the service so far.
The service has been good so far. It has improved a lot, and I think the public, general public, appreciates the new changes in the department. We are getting things out of the department more readily, and it has been good so far.
It's my first trip here, and so far it's okay.
I came in here, and within 10 minutes I have a discharge of lien registered. No, so at least up to now, good.
Welcome back. We're speaking about the achievements of the National Land Agency, an example of public sector modernization and transformation. Its CEO, Mrs. Elizabeth Stair, is here with us. The NLA won the coveted Prime Minister's Trophy for the best customer service agency in the 08-09 period, and is still doing a stellar job. We're being seen overseas, and I know that that a number of persons in the United States have a great deal of interest, you know, in titles, you know, in property and so on. Do you have an outreach to the diaspora? Do you?
Well, we actually collaborate with the Foreign Service, and we go with them whenever they're going to visit their persons in the different areas.
Okay, so you've been on road shows?
Yes, we've been to Houston, we've been to Fort Lauderdale, we've been to Orlando, and we actually also partnered, we actually joined, I should say, Jamaica National on their outreach programs in London and in Toronto and in Miami, in Fort Lauderdale.
What are the areas in which customers express the greatest satisfaction about your services? I mean, what are the areas and issues which are crucial to them, and you know, about which they praise the improvements in the NLA?
I think
what's your feedback?
It's important to them that they are able to, for example, the persons overseas, to see their titles online.
Oh yes, I can go and see the titles.
And print their titles at their convenience. Yes. It's also, when you say to people that we can transfer your property, if it's a single transfer, for example, a single mortgage, we can do that in 48 hours.
I'm surprised. I didn't know that.
They are shocked, you know, and it has at no cost. Let me add that. We don't charge for that service. The expedition service of 24 hours, we charge a fee, a small fee.
But 48 hours, not.
But 48 hours, we can do it. But it must be a single transfer and single mortgage, for example, or notation of death, that sort of thing. So those services, they are very surprised at. I think also our mapping abilities, people don't understand that we are the government's mapping agency. And so we have the capability to do several maps. We have been partnering with, for example, the JTB, Jamaica Tourist Board, to prepare the tourist map. And we are also partnering with other persons to do other mapping initiatives for them. Some other people don't realize.
And do you work closely with other agencies of government, those working in the environment, in health, you know, where that kind of information will be crucial to their planning?
So, for example, NEPA, they use our data as their base data for their plans. You know, so we collaborate.
So that the efficiency of the NLA really creates a virtuous cycle and results in a strong multiplier effect of benefits.
Yeah, sure.
Because you're talking about, you know, foreign investors or local investors having access to better quality information, planners having access to the information that's crucial, and customers being able to make the kinds of transactions that they want. Are there new initiatives that the NLA is thinking of for this coming financial year?
Yes, we are looking at preparing an inventory of government lands, lands owned by the Commissioner of Lands. And that will help, again, the investment market, because then we'll know what we have and what we'll put to the market. Some things we can't put to the market. For example, watersheds would fall under our control. So we wouldn't really put those out to the market. But there are certain properties that we can. So we need to identify those.
And those were never identified before? And
they are identified, but it's time for an update.
Okay.
It's time for an update. Because we need to know what's happening on them. Absolutely. So that's a part of the process. Is it spotted on, for example?
Okay.
So that's what we plan to do. We also intend to continue our improvements at the Land Titles Division. We're looking to do some more amount of computerization, which will allow you to input your data online, save your form, and then send it off to us automatically, electronically, and also to bring it into the office so that we can then process your document. So once we get that electronically, then we can even more quickly turn around that service. We're looking to do more scanning of our documents, of our paper records, so that we can put them online for Elan Jamaica as well, which again will benefit the public. Anywhere you are in the world, you can access Elan Jamaica.
Do you have customer service representatives, whether in a department or having that as a part of their remit, to just answer inquiries? You know, people want to know their grandfather had some land somewhere in Manchester, and they want to know about the title for it, whether the title exists. Some person had been living there for the last 40 years and might have been paying taxes, you know. That's one information.
Those are regular questions.
Regular questions people want.
Yes. But if you go on our website as well, so we do certain things for the public. We have a website which answers those kind of questions, tell you what to do, what is your next step. We do
you have that on your website?
Yes, we have questions and answers on our website. Yes,
Q&A.
Q&As, yes. We do the road shows where we speak to the people about things like the benefits of having a title. And if you have a title, then you should really have a will and speak about those issues. We speak to them about their property tax matters. You know, they might say that the value is too high. Some others feel it's too low. But all those things are concerns to them, and the questions and answers are on the website. And we go, people will invite us to talk all the time. We go to Denby on a regular basis. We always have a booth at Denby, and we speak to anybody who asks us to speak to them, to their communities. We're very willing to do that, to share as much as possible.
Do you put a lot of emphasis on the training of your staff?
I put a lot of emphasis on that. When the agency started, every single person received customer service training, because we feel that that is where the focus has to be. We need to serve our customers, what it is our customers want, what it is we can do. We also are a very technical agency. We have surveyors, valuers, lawyers, and therefore we continue training those persons periodically to make sure that we are at the cutting edge. We might not be able to afford the cutting edge technology all the time, but to keep up with what is going.
Great to have chatted with you. We have been talking to one of the country's outstanding public sector officers and CEO of the National Land Agency, Mrs. Elizabeth Steer. The National Land Agency won the Prime Minister's Trophy for the Best Customer Service Agency in 2008-09 and continues to do really excellent work. An example of public sector transformation. Next week, I'll be back.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.